Okay. Good. Hello, everyone. My name is Christian Ricky. I will present one of my paper in this conference. Thank you for your time, and let's start. Okay. The paper is called A Case Study of E-Kanban Implementation in Indonesia Automotive Manufacture. So this study is conducted in Indonesia. Okay. Let's start with the outline. I will do the introduction, the literature study, methodology, findings, discussion, and conclusion of this research. Okay, at first, we start with the what is E-Kanban. So E-Kanban is a web-based application that is used by all automotive supplier as part of supply chain integration. This E-Kanban also support for production system and calculation demands for customer and supplier order. Basically, the problem from the E-Kanban is how to do a customization system that based on the linear P, and the second is it's very difficult to attain in a manufacturer. So therefore, this research is asking research question about how is the implementation progress of E-Kanban, especially when it is implemented outside of Japan, and also what is the internal and external impact gained by implementing E-Kanban. Okay, considering that, we do the literature study on the mixed model assembly, which is very common in E-Kanban. Also, we do the literature study in supply chain integration and information system. And the last is the lean practice in E-Kanban, as E-Kanban related to the pull process in lean practice. So the most important thing from the E-Kanban is the literature study from Kotani. So this literature study told us that the E-Kanban itself is actually is a supplier Kanban that is processed by the supplier and printed by supplier, and this Kanban become a one-way Kanban from supplier and sent to the manufacturer. So this Kanban is is implemented in Toyota Motor Corporation Japan. And one most important thing in here is there are a Kanban machine reading in here that sorting the Kanban and also get the information collection. So based on the sorting of Kanban in here, the Kanban itself will be accumulated and will be the order for sending the accumulation Kanban to the suppliers. That's the originality from the Ikanban. So, however, this Ikanban implementation probably we can get it in Japan, but how it if it's implemented in the outside of Japan. Therefore, we conduct a research study, investigation, and we want to study how if the Kanban itself is implemented outside of Japan, and if it's implemented, what is the way of implementation? We want to know. So first, we conduct a case study implementation. We do the methodology. We do methodology by doing interview, focus group discussion, observation, and case study. This study is conducted from 2019 July to January 2020. So there are key informants of company. We call it company A in here, company A in here. So company A allowed us to do the research and to do the investigation of E-Kanban itself. Okay, basically there are four informants, key informants that involved in this research, and this key informants is include the manager from purchasing, supervisor from purchasing, staff IT, and staff from logistic. And every key informant in here is have a length of work more than 5 years that we think it's very capable to answer our questions, and also capable to explain how the E-Kanban itself implemented in the company. So therefore, the finding is really related, and we can gather the findings very well. At first, uh, the purchasing logistic, no, the purchasing manager explained that the Kanban, the traditional Kanban, is implemented in 1996, and after that, this traditional Kanban is updated to SAP Kanban, and after the SAP Kanban, then the implementation of the E-Kanban began. Uh, the differences the differences about the SAP Kanban and the E-Kanban itself is in the way of sorting machine in company A, because the implementation of E-Kanban itself is difficult, and also it's cost a high. The sorting machine is very costly, so they change the way of ordering from sorting machine to the using the calculation process. So the calculation process itself is changed from before the production, or in Kanban itself is after the production they will calculate the order, but in this way they change it before the production or in the in trimming process. So it's different, and using the Kanban also the internal Kanban in the production it's removed, and they change the internal Kanban become the picking lamp. So this picking lamp is able to give a signal to the warehouse whenever the production have an empty stock. So that's what we found based on the field research, and based on the field research also we also conduct if it's possible to know about the usage of E-Kanban in the supplier. So we also conduct further studies. So there are 270 suppliers that came to the supplier meeting, and we conduct a preliminary questionnaire and receive about 63 response. And based on this response, we understand that there are possibilities that suppliers also using the similar like E-Kanban in their process. Also, they also conduct the hybrid control process, which is a combination between a pull and push process. And we also get that supplier also using the ERP, also the GIT in their production process. Okay, and this is the research position in this research. So we have different type of Kanban. In this research, we focus on the supplier Kanban, and the country itself is in Indonesia. And one of important thing is we do the research in the focal company. Focal company is the company that govern the supply chain, and this is different with the suppliers or the first tier supplier, as this is the one that govern in supply chain. And sorting of Kanban in here, as I told you before, is in this Kanban remove and calculation. It's changed from the monthly production plan to daily. And the last is about the replaced by picking lamp, as I discussed before. So this is the conclusion. Based on our findings, the CSF, if there is a company that want to implement Kanban, the most important thing is minimum stock, standardization of packing, heijunka in or production leveling, and high frequency delivery. Need to reduce error and reduce lead time. This is for the Kanban. And the last is the last thing is about in the E-Kanban itself. This is the tree that we found, and We hope that this can be contributed, and thank you. That's all.